So earlier in our video, we showed you the mounting of these new prototype tweeter pods. So I want to be clear, the ST25 Neo speaker is not a prototype. The mount we use to put it on this Road Glide is. So if you're interested in these mounts, if you like the way they turned out, the way they look, if you want to buy some, reach out to us, reach out to Hertz. We need to let them know so they'll bring more of this in and it won't be a prototype anymore. All right, so I told you about Victor's bike here. He's got a beautiful bike, had an older install, and I wanted to show you the parts that we took out of it. So it had the MilliPro 6.5-inch components. We had actually mounted the tweeter in the grill at the time, 6.5 in behind it. In the back, we had the MilliPro 6x9s. That is a huge speaker. As you know, we now have a new SX690 Neo, about probably a third of the weight, a lot shallower. Makes it a lot easier when you're adding things like subwoofers and other things in the bag to not take up this much room. Still great components. It all still worked, still sounded wonderful, but the features here, things have gotten more efficient. They've gotten louder. We were able to go from 2 HMP 4Ds down to 1. There was 1 in each of his side bags before. Now there's 1 in the fairing, and we were able to put 1 sub amp in the bag to run our subs. So back to this bike, I'll go over what we put in it. So we put the ST25 Neos. This is the K for kit. Come with the grills, also comes with the crossover to protect the tweeter from bass. We put the SV 165 Neos in the fairing. That's going to give us a louder, crisper mid than we had with the old MilliPro 6.5. It's also going to be a lot clearer at high volumes when bass hits. Now it won't play as low, but what it does play, it's going to do very accurate and very clear. Now in the back, I want to show you what we did. We actually added an HMP 1D into the bag, a kicker Comp RT sub. Now we're excited. Hertz has told us we've got a MilliPro shallow sub coming. Probably be here in December, maybe January. We'll do some builds with those once they're available. But for now, the best shallow sub that we found for this install seems to be the kicker Comp RT sub. So we've got a 10 in each bag, a Hertz HMP 1D, super efficient amplifier. Love these amps in this one bag. As you see, very clean harnessing with 1 disconnect in under the seat. We also went to the Hertz SX165 Neo coaxials instead of 6x9. So we actually went to a 6.5 in the bag just for room, because I would normally put a 690 Neo 6x9 in here. They're on major back order. I mean, we've been waiting a while for them. When they get here, we may change those out. But just to make room for the sub, as I spoke about earlier, those old 6x9s were way too big. We're going to take a few minutes here. We're going to let you hear it, let you hear the difference on the tweeters. I may try to cover them and uncover them so you can hear how much they're actually putting out, as well as try to let you hear what these subs have done for this bike. So let's get a different mic in the room and we'll let you hear the bike. So we have swapped to a different microphone. Hope you can hear me as well, but I wanted to make sure, number one, you could hear this motorcycle. I want to do a couple things. We're going to start playing some music. I'm going to go up front. I'm actually going to cover the super tweeters and then remove my hand so you can kind of hear the difference they do. Also, I'm going to open and close one of these sub enclosures so you can hear the difference. The sub should be louder with the lid closed, so I want you to hear what the bass is doing as well. So let's play some music. This is our copyright-free music, but I think it really shines and shows out the brightness of the highs and the low of the lows here. So let's see how this is going to work out for us. So before we had a great sounding system. Hertz has never made anything that sounded bad, but I think this is a whole different level. We got a lot brighter highs. We'll be able to hear it a lot further away. The sub adds so much bass. You know, before we didn't even have subs. We were relying on the 6x9s. I think Victor's got a beautiful bike. He already had that, but now he's got a system that sounds as good as his bike looks. So Continue to watch our YouTube channel. Please subscribe, like this video, share it with your friends, and come back. We'll go over some more audio, some more tricks. We'll show you some new products. Hopefully allow you to build a better system on your bike. All right, thanks for watching. God bless.